Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and you'll have to really excuse my mess today because I have a big one going here. I just wanted to share with you a little Halloween goodie bag that I'm making for my babies, my grandbabies, for their little class. And this is nothing really big and special. I'm sure lots of you have little bags that you make, but this is just a little template that I came up with. And when you put the candy inside, it looks like you've got a little stuffed 3D pumpkin because you've got the front and the back. So I wanted to show you how I do this, and there will be a template below this video where you can go and get the cutouts for it if you want. I just thought it was cute, and we don't do a lot of scary Halloween, and of course my grandbabies can't take the scary Halloween to school anyway because they do go to private school and they're Christian schools, so they wouldn't let them. I'm probably even going to have to take the eyes off of one of them because they're pretty strict about that, but the other one I think will be okay. But as you can see, I'm using a white bag because that's just what I had. But I think they would look really cute with a black bag, and these are just the regular size little lunch bags. This is the size. They're just the regular size. I have no clue, but just normal. You can make them any size that you want. Whatever bags you have or whatever bags you want to pick up would be fine. And I just turn down the little lip, and then I'll show you how to do that. And then these are just leaves that I cut out and kind of put the little veins on them, the stem and the little curly cues, and then the pumpkin for the front and the back. Okay, so we will get started. This is the bag, and all I did was I folded over, and I probably folded over, I don't know, a couple of inches on the bag, and it depends on how big you want your bag. But keep in mind that this bottom portion will not open when you start to put the items in your bag, because that's where you take your, see, all of it will open except the bottom won't completely open. So it's just going to depend on how you want your treat bags, how big you want your treat bags. Okay, so, and I have already inked most of my items. I had to wait a little bit for my camera to charge, so I went ahead and inked these. This one, the stems I inked in brushed corduroy, and of course using my ink daubers. These are the best things ever. And then on the leaves, I inked those in pine needle, and again with my little ink daubers. These things are absolutely wonderful. They slip on your finger, whatever. I use it on this finger. Most people use it, I think, on this finger, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You can put it on whatever you want, but these really work wonderful to get into the little bitty small places, like the Tim Holtz, but not for small intricate things like I normally am up to. Okay, and I'm not going to ink my pumpkins because I'm going to be going around the edges with the stickles. And this one is the closest to orange that I had, and it's called Paprika. And I think it looked pretty good on there. Let me show you. There it is on it. I think it worked okay. So I'm just going to go around the edges with that, so I'm not going to ink my pumpkin up. Now, what I did was I took my pumpkin, and as you can see, I cut out the little top portion right here. That's on your template to cut that out. And I just took my pumpkin and put up under here, not too far. And then I just kind of cut my bag out to match my pumpkin, if you can see what I'm talking about. I just cut the lip of the bag to just kind of match my pumpkin and my stem, so that when I put it on there I wouldn't have white showing. See if I can put it, see? You put that down there, and then if you put your stem on, then you don't have the white showing. You see what I'm saying? Because if I had left it straight across like it was, then I would have had white showing under my stem. So you just trim your bag back to whatever, you know, to the way that your stem looks and the way that your pumpkin looks, so that it'll look like it's a full pumpkin. Okay, hope that's clear as mud. I'm sorry, I have taken sinus medicine today and I'm not explaining myself very well. Now on this pumpkin, you just need to put, I'm using ATG, you can use whatever type you want. And you just need to put it in the middle because you are going to kind of tuck your leaves up under there. And just put it under the very edge. That. Then flip it over. And my paper is rough on one side and not rough on the other, so I'm using the rough side for the outside of it. And don't put tape out here where these two pieces glue together. If you do, you're not going to be able to get your candy in there. I'm going to put a little bag of candy in all of them. Just kind of line it up as best you can. They probably won't match completely, but that's fine. And if you're a little OCD, like most of the time I am, and you want to trim off and make them match completely, that is strictly up to you. Okay, then you want to take your stem and just put tape down on the bottom of the stem. There. And just make sure the stem covers the white part, like that. So if I can zoom in just a little, maybe you can see a little bit better. Okay, let's see if I can keep it in frame now, okay? Wait, I'll back out just a little. Alright. And then turn over to the other side. And you want to put this stem on to kind of match up with that one. And I just put the ends together. And then you can put a little hang on. You can put a little glue in here or tape in here, because these two pieces will need to stay together. They don't have to come apart. Okay? So there's our little stem, our little pumpkin. Okay, now what I did is after I inked these, I just took my brown pencil. This is just a regular colored pencil, and I just put the little tip on the end to make it look like, you know, it had been pulled off the vine. I did that on both sides. That's strictly up to you how you want to do that. And then this is the little mouth. Now, if you want to do the scary teeth and all that kind of stuff, that's up to you. You can adjust this pattern however you want. I just thought it would be cute to put their little candy in. Something a little different for them. Let's see, put that one about there. Okay. And then his little nose. We have to have the nose. Okay. So there's our little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Okay, now on the leaves, what I did was I took, if I can find it, here you go. I took this dark gray pencil, and of course this is after I inked my edges. And what I'm going to do first is fold the leaf kind of sort of down the middle, just the best you can. Leaves are not, I mean, you know, they're nature. They're not all the same and they're not all perfect. But that'll just give you a kind of line where you can draw in the veins. And then, you know, veins go every which way. So I just drew my veins in kind of like you would see them on the tree. Okay. Now you can do this a different way. You can color them in. You can color the whole leaf in. You can wet the leaf and crumple it up and make it look a little more real if you want. That's strictly up to you. This can be altered any way you want to. You see if I put that there. And we'll fold this one. It's just a simple little project that, and you could do this with your children, your grandchildren. I plan on doing it with my 5-year-old granddaughter. And let them make their own bags. Very cute, very easy. They'll have fun. There is a little, you don't have to use hot glue. I'm going to use a little hot glue on some of mine, but you don't have to. So you could use regular glue. Then you wouldn't have to worry about them getting burned or anything like that. So that one over there. And like I said, if you used a different color bag, like just an I would, if I had them, which I have used all of mine up, I would use just the regular brown bags. I think that would be very, very cute. But I'm going to use these since I have them. And I'm sure they will work fine because those kids are going to be more interested in what's on the inside than what's on the outside. And I'm just roughing this in, as you can tell. I am nowhere near any type of artist. I do not draw very well at all. But I like to try. I like to have fun with it. And if you wanted to do these little veins with ink, I'm sure that would work well too. I just didn't have a green or a dark green colored ink that looked well on this paper. So there again, I'm using what paper I already had in stock, so I didn't have to go buy anything. And this is a little bit different color than any of the paper that I had in, or any of the inks that I had to go with it. So, but I thought that would work fine. I'll show you how when it's stuffed, what it looks like. How it looks like a little fat pumpkin. Oh, I used that word fat, didn't I? I'm sorry. But he is. He'll be a little fat pumpkin when we get him all stuffed with our candy. Okay, so there's our leaves for the bottom, and there's for the top. So you will need 5 leaves or 6. I mean, you can cut as many leaves as you want. You'll have the template. Now for the little curlicues, these are very, very, very simple. Let me show you how to do these. Let me get my, if I can, oh, I've got such a mess. If I can get my cutter out of here. And of course, I will glue those, tape those leaves on and glue them on in just a second. Okay, you just take your cutter, a regular cutter. You can use an X-Acto knife, whatever you've got. And you want to cut off just a tiny, tiny sliver of paper. Just very, very small. Okay? And this is probably, yeah, this is going to be the right size. Just a little sliver of paper. And I'll probably cut, I'll go ahead and cut another one. And my blade needs to be replaced, so I'm going to get a little bit afraid, but that's okay because these are, after all, stems, little curlicue stems, so they're good. Alright, now I just take Mod Podge and a paintbrush. This is just a little thin, you don't need just anything. It doesn't have to be a paintbrush. Anything that has just a little small round cylinder like this. Okay, take your Mod Podge, if I can get mine open, yeah. And I just use what is in the lid, and you get good and messy. Take your Mod Podge and run it down your stem, just like that. Get both sides coated pretty well. And then you'll need to just lay it down somewhere where hopefully it wouldn't stick. I should have brought some wax paper out, but I didn't. Okay. You just want a thin coat, but you do want to cover it. That's why I use my fingers instead of, because you can feel if everything's getting covered, okay? So you got those covered. You want to let them sit for just a minute while you clean up your hands. Okay, and then take, and you can tell they're already starting to dry. Take your little cylinder, paintbrush, whatever, and just start twisting it around. Now you're going to have to do this very lightly. Don't pull on it, because the Mod Podge, while it's wet, it made this a little bit fragile. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the words as I'm rolling and not trying to break this. So it'll make it a little fragile, so you need to just pull on it very, very lightly. Now, as that kind of dries, you'll think that you've really messed up and it's stuck to the brush, but as it dries a little bit, it will slide right off of the paintbrush, and then you've got your little curly cue, and it will be, when it dries completely, it will be hardened. Okay, so then take your other one. Just don't wait until they dry completely before you wrap them on the paintbrush, because they won't wrap once they get dried completely. They will be too hard. And I just let it sit until it dries, and it'll start releasing from the brush. And there we go. Okay, there we go, that one little piece. So there's your other curly cue. So that's how to make paper curly cues. Okay, I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm going to call them, paper curly cues. All right, then put your leaf there. Put your other leaf there. And the placement on these, again, is strictly up to you. If you had the brown bag, it would really look cute at the bottom, because it would look like the dirt and the leaf was piled up on the dirt. That would be really cute. I'll probably have to I've got to get some more bags anyway, so I'll probably buy brown ones when I go to the store. And do some in the white to finish these up, and then the rest of them in the brown. So that's the way you do that. And then I just take my hot glue gun and take one end that looks kind of straight, straighten it out just a little bit, tuck it under wherever you want it to hang from, and put your little curly up under there, and there you go. Got your little curly coming out of there, and I think I want the other one to hang up here at the top. Let's see. Maybe right in here. I think I'll just put it right there. Okay, so then put a little hot glue there. Oh, that sinus medicine makes my head feel weird. How about you guys? Okay. Then, of course, you can hit it with a blow dryer, heating tool, whatever, to get all your little things off of there, all your little Well, Bob, I'm sorry, guys. I know this is terrible. I'm sorry. My mind is just, with that sinus medicine, it's got my brain just not thinking. The hot glue strings. I will think of it in a minute. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I apologize for being so scatterbrained. We're going to pretend this is a bag of candy. Stuff it down in there. Sorry, off camera. Fold your little top back over. And I just have a little glue dot under there that's holding that down. That's all. And as you can see, it makes a cute little 3D pumpkin. I think that is cute. Now on these leaves, I did take, this is just some Studio G glitter glue. It's kind of in a green, and I took that and put it on there. You can do that or not. And then, like I said, around the edges of the pumpkin, I did do the paprika. But that, again, is up to you. If you want to just highlight it, ink it, do whatever, that's strictly up to you. And my glue dot's not holding, but if you put a glue dot right there, that'll hold until they get ready to open it. So I thought they were cute, and I think the kids will be thrilled to hand these out, hopefully. Like I said, it's just something a little different. It's not very, it's not like earth science or brain surgery, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And apologize again for my brain not functioning correctly. Okay, this is one I've been playing with, and I don't have the template. Let me zoom back out so I can. I don't have the template made for this yet, but this is one I've been playing around with. Now, like I said again, we do not do the scary things for our grands because of them going to the private schools that they do, but I just thought this was cute. Excuse me. I thought it was cute with the witch's hat. It looks like the witch is in the bag. And of course, you open up the bag and you've got a complete bag there. But I was going to try to do the bag a little smaller. I did mine a little large. But you could leave it open and you could put the witch's face on here with the eyes and the little nose with a wart on it and all that if you wanted to. I will have the template made for this one hopefully by tomorrow. But it's just the little witch's hat and the legs hanging out the bottom. That's it. That was pretty simple. The hardest part is making the templates for it. Drawing it out and putting it up there is not very hard. Okay, let's see. What was we gonna? I was gonna draw, I think, today for our winner for the comment contest. Let's see. And yep. Look at that. I know I should have put it up in the beginning and I didn't. Alright, the winner on our comment contest is, let me look right here and see who I have down. I had already chosen that, but I don't think I wrote her name down. Let's see. Our winner was, drum roll, our winner was okay, let me write this down for you. This is her YouTube, PERFECTAGE, and I think that's an L60. And she has signed it, Debbie. This is our winner for our comment contest for this week. Perfectigel 60? Perfectigel? You got me. Anyway, Debbie, if you will contact me through private message, I will get your present right out to you. That you are our winner this the end of, we already drawn one in September, so this is our last one for September. Then we'll start on October. We'll probably draw 2 or 3 in October, so keep the comments coming. But Debbie, if you will send me a private message with your address, I will get your gift out to you. And don't forget to look for the secret letters. Let's see, we have a few more letters to go before we have this word complete, so I will let you know when all of the letters have been turned in, and then you can start sending me your guesses for the word. Okay, thank you guys, and again, so sorry that I'm a little bit scatterbrained today, more than usual, I'll put it that way. Just sinus medicine and me do not work, but if I don't take it, I can't really function because I have such a sinus head cold. But I thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.